Hey there. It's a good day to have a good day. Hey, real fam. Welcome to another live stream. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, today's video is all about being productive, having a good work balance from home. So, if it's your first time here, my name is Ntabi, and this is Real Talk with Ntabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. So on this channel, you can expect a lot of empowerment. You're going to be empowered. You're going to be inspired, be it in your business, be it in your personal life, and just for your sense of peace, you're going to get all of that. All right. So today, we are mainly focused on the business side of things, and I think this is one important topic that you don't want to miss out on. So, I suggest that you just like this video and then stay there and enjoy the rest of it. Okay, so work balance from home. We all aware that what one would say that this kind of conversation or this topic has kind of been overused or it's kind of overrated because a lot of people have been talking about working from home and all of that. But I think we need to always emphasize it more because there's a huge difference when you work from home and when you work in like an office environment. There's a huge difference. And also your mindset. Your mindset plays a huge role in everything. All right. So now I'm going to break down a few things that I feel like we need to take into account when we think of having a good work balance working from home. Now, the first thing that you have to take note of is that working from home is no different from working from elsewhere when it comes to the productivity that needs to be put in or the work that needs to be put in. So the biggest difference is that you're in a different environment. Okay. So before I continue, if you're watching from Facebook, hi, please make sure on Digital Boss, of course, make sure that when you comment, you put your name so that I know who you are. I won't be able to see your name. And yeah, I would appreciate that. And of course, if you wish to join us here on YouTube, you're welcome to just jump on board because if you're here, it will help with more people actually being able to access this video, which I think is very, very important. And I would love it for a lot of people to actually come across this video. Anyway, let's see who's on here. Hi there, a Facebook user. You see what I mean? So whoever you are, please mention your name. I would really, really love to know who you are. Unfortunately, I'm not logged in on my laptop, so I won't be able to check it out. Is that okay? Thank you. Hey, Pindy. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Go, come in. You are already welcome, my queen. Come in. Thank you so much for joining. So, yeah, now, Lawrence. Okay. Hi, Lawrence. Hi, watching you. It's Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence. Lawrence, you have a YouTube channel. And you know that when you watch from YouTube, it really helps me to even build my watch time. So why are you there? Please come to YouTube. Please, my friend. I know that you are not just gonna leave me like that. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching anyway. Thank you so much. So, work balance from home. Now, what is the first thing that I think we need to take note of? Or should we basically start by explaining the difference between working from home and working in a different environment? The truth is, when you work from home, you have a lot of flexibility to just decide to break from doing work, and no one is gonna come to you and say, are you busy working? Why does it look like you are not doing anything? No one is going to come to you and ask all of that. And you can be distracted. You can decide to just go on your phone, check out some messages and everything. No one is going to say anything to you. And even when you are in a work environment, the truth is maybe you are not micromanaged, so chances are no one will be really be busy looking at what you're doing if you are not working and everything. But the truth is you will actually feel that guilt of just, oh, this is my work time. I'm spending so much time in personal things when I'm supposed to be working. So that guilt will kind of be there, and then you'll tap back to your work. And also, you are expected to deliver. And I think the similarity is that even if you work from home, if you work for a company, you're expected to deliver. If you're given a task, they're expecting you to deliver, and not just to deliver, but to deliver on time, right? So that's the common thing. And now let's talk about when you have your own business and you are your own boss, and no one is actually telling you that I need this work when. So now the first point that you can take note of is that you need to build a routine. I think I got to learn so much about building a routine. I think working from home has really helped me to build a very, very strong routine in terms of managing my time, managing my work. So, something that we have to take note of, guys. Okay, let me say hi to Sizzles. Hi, Sizzles. Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for joining. So, something about building a routine is that it helps you so much in terms of how to structure how your day will just go. And let's be honest, we can be honest to say that sometimes even the routine that you build does not always go 100%, especially if you work from home. I mean, I can tell you right now that I work from home, and I used to get a helper every now and again, but since I work from home, I was like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. I can actually do the chores on my own. So in a week, I set a day where I know that I'm gonna spring clean. Unfortunately, if you're thinking maybe spring cleaning would happen on a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I don't do that. I actually did my spring cleaning today. It might be quite weird that it's a Monday, work and everything. Yes, I know. It actually took a couple of, hours. It's still a couple of hours because like I had to thoroughly clean my home. And I love cleaning. That's another thing about me. So when I go in, I go all in. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna be quick, but I just went on and made sure that I clean. But now building a routine, it helps a lot with you managing, all of that. And like I said, it's not always easy working from home, but you need to discipline yourself. I think discipline is very important. And I think I'll talk more about myself because, or someone who I relate more with the fact that I own a business. This is a business that I'm running, but also I'm considering the fact that as much as I'm my own boss, I call the shots. I don't mean it in the bad way, but like what I mean is that I make sure that things get done. I'm a decision maker to everything. I also remind myself that I am employed by someone. So, meaning, if you are my client, it means that you have employed me. And it's very important for me to take note of that. And taking note of that would mean if I'm going to decide to relax and not put in the work and just, spend my time just relaxing or working whenever, I am making you suffer as my client. So it's very important to strike a good balance and build that strong routine, and a routine that will discipline you. Like for example, if you wake up in the morning and you exercise, or you wake up in the morning, you have to prepare for the kids and everything. I mean, fortunately for now, yes, for now, it's just me and my husband. I don't have kids as yet, so it's a little bit better because I don't have a whole lot of responsibilities. But of course, my big boy, which is my husband, no disrespect, but I'm saying that I also need to make sure that he's taken care of before he leaves. I also somehow do checkups to see if He's all right. If there's anything I need to do for him before he leaves and all of that, and I get ready and prepare myself. All right. So now, where I'm going with this is that it's very, very important to understand that each and everything that you do in a day, time is also part of it. And time is something that is very important that will never come back to you. So if you miss out on that time, unfortunately, it will not be back. It will not be given back to you. So always make it a point that the amount of time that you spend, how you spend it, you are very cautious about it and you pay attention to what needs to be done. So now building that routine will help you. So now building a routine when it comes to work also has a lot to do with the environment that you're in. All right. Excuse me, my nose are a bit running. I don't know why. Every time when I'm live, my nose are always running. But anyway, so something about building a routine, or it has to do a lot with your environment. So now the question that I have for you is, what kind of space do you work in? I see a comment. Please excuse me. We are what we repeatedly do. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. And the more you get used to a routine that you've built, Remy, hi by the way, the more you build that routine, the more you get used to it, and it becomes more functional, and it makes life easy for you. So I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on that one. No, today I'm having good coffee, not that one. So the other day I was having coffee and it was black. Today, I'm sorry, I had to put a bit of milk. Anyway, we move, right? Now, how is your environment? How is your work environment in your own home? How is it? Have you built an office space, or do you just wake up and then get your laptop, put it in your bed, and just start working? And like, what is happening? Because, okay, like maybe there's someone who's like, you know what, the space that I'm in doesn't allow me to have like an office and everything. But my question is, that kitchen table that you have, what's happening? Is that environment conducive? And where I'm going with the environment being conducive, I'm also going to the part of you taking note of the fact that how your place looks, like the cleanness in your environment plays a huge role. So meaning, I mean, I have an office space, guys, and I do know I wish I can have like there's so much that I want to do for my office, but I work with what I have, and thus far I'm happy with what I have, and I make sure that I make it the best, so that when I walk into the space, I feel great, I feel good, and everything. I mean, you can even see from my background, like I've got, a little bit of flowers popping. I've got my bookshelf there, which is, neat and clean. I always make sure that I dust my office space. Even if you can look at my office desk, I can show you a little bit. Well, I don't want you to see a lot of things, but you can see that the table is. Can you see? Yeah, yeah. You can see that. Can you see, guys? It's not a lot of stuff going on here, but you can clearly see. Oopsie. You see, moving things around can really be a problem. So you can clearly see that I have a clean space. So meaning having a clean space helps you to also focus, to also, concentrate better and just bring out the best in whatever that you're doing. And it inspires you. I mean, maybe because I'm a creative, I get so inspired by color. I get so inspired by just just about anything that is visual and attractive. I get inspired by text, like the topography that you see on my frame. Those kind of things inspire me. So I need to have all of those things, because sometimes even if you want to shift away from looking at your laptop, You want to turn around and look or see something that is somehow inspiring you, not just, a mess. You don't want to have a messed up office. That's something that you have to take note of. Let's see Remy's comment. The more you do something, the more it becomes part of you, then it eventually becomes your identity. That's true. I definitely agree with you. The environment is very important. Yes, Remy, the environment is very important. And guys, just to add on that, make sure that you don't have to have the best office equipment and everything for you to build a nice space. Even if you don't have like that office space, if you use like your kitchen counter or whatever, make sure that your space is clean and you don't have dishes there. And I mean, imagine your laptop is there, the dishes there. It's just a mess. The floor is dirty. Make sure that you tidy up and you have a clean, fresh and inspiring environment, because if you do that, you will also somehow have the motivation to keep going. And another point which is very, very important, do not, okay, i sometimes I sometimes work on my pajamas, but it depends. If it happens that I wake up and I need to quickly do something, and I need to do it for like, or maybe a client says, please send me that email or whatever. If it's something that is urgent, I can quickly do that. But sitting on pajamas the whole day and working, it's not it's not my ideal way of working or of being productive. So my next tip is that you need to make sure that you are dressed in a way that you can feel like you are in an environment that needs you to be there, present, not too relaxed. You can be comfortable, but not too relaxed. And I feel like if you are on your gym clothes, not gym clothes, pardon me, if you're on your pajamas, it means, excuse me, first of all, chances are you haven't taken a bath. So taking a bath, it's very important. Whether you shower or take a bath, whatever, it's important. And even if you do that and then you decide to get back on your pajamas, I discourage that. You can make sure that you have comfortable clothes. Yes, I mean, you would want to wear your office wear, but when you work from home, you want to be comfortable. You are in a comfort space. Nothing is forcing you to be all office and all of that. And I mean, like, I personally, I'll speak for myself. Sorry, Remy, this is girls talk for a second. I don't like wearing bras. I don't like wearing bras. I feel like bras are just so uncomfortable. No matter the size, I can get my right size. I always buy my right size bra size, but still, I feel like I don't want that. So I always make sure that I either wear something that is comfortable, unless, of course, there's a need for me to put in a bra. I hope you're not looking at me trying to see if I'm wearing a bra. Anyway, yeah, you know how the train of thought works, right? If I can talk about my earring and talking about it, you'll probably look at it. So it's normal. It's normal. So yeah, make sure that you are presentable. I mean, I love smelling good. If there's something about me, I love smelling good. I love smelling good. So after taking a bath, I'll try to make sure that I wear something decent, and it doesn't have to be your best clothes. Just wear something decent. Make sure that you smell good. You look okay. I mean, like, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I'm wearing this dress and I feel like I'm not too bad. And I'm okay. A bit of lipstick there, and I smell good. And unfortunately, you can't even smell me, but I definitely smell good. My office space smell good because I've got this room sprays that I would put. It brings in that aroma. So I know I love this part more. The cleanness, the tidiness and all of that. I know we all have our moments where we are a bit untidy somewhere, but I really prefer to have a very organized space. It really makes me function well. I can't work if I'm disturbed by the environment that is not conducive for me. So, yeah, I hope that that also helps in terms of understanding the good way of just having a good work balance at home. Because if you do not have that, there can be so much distractions, and you would ask yourself, why am I not productive? Why am I so tired? Because you're sitting on pajamas the whole day trying to work, but you busy yawning, and one moment you go like, like there's nothing that you know pushes you. And it's the same thing as working from your bed. It's not always working. You can have a lazy day, but when it's that day where you feel like, I need to do something, but I want to relax, and it's not that hectic, then you can, it's okay. But please don't make it a norm to just keep working in bed. You need to be productive, and it eliminates laziness, because remember that how your mind functions as well. Your mind functions based on how you allow it to. Like, if you decide to make it relax, you can't tap into a productive mode or in a work mode if you are too relaxed. You can't. So you need to challenge yourself a little bit. All right, so do that. And the couch as well, the couch and TV, you can't do this two things all at once. You can't be sitting on the couch working and watching TV. You're going to make mistakes. I don't care the kind of work that you're doing and everything. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a designer. You would expect that, it's just creating something I can look and all of that. I'm not going to say that I've never done it, but this is like on a Saturday. On a Saturday, if I happen to need to do something on my laptop or design something quickly, if I'm watching TV, I'll probably manage the two, because it's not that important, or it's not that urgent, for example. Or maybe it's something that I'm not doing for a client, I'm doing it for myself. So it's okay. I can just get away with it. But J&J, you have to step into your work mode. That's how you have a good work balance, and you avoid those distractions. That TV, leave it as it is. Leave it, turn it off. Turn it off and leave the Netflix and everything. You'll catch up weekend time and everything, because the time that you're going to miss out on your work, it's not going to be regained. You're not going to get it back. You understand? You're not going to get it back. Unfortunately, you won't get it back. I mean, right now, I feel like I lost out on 2 hours when I was cleaning, because I felt like I cleaned for a while. I didn't take that long, but I felt like I did not discipline myself to, because I said, you know what, the house is not like messy and everything. I just need to tidy up and mop and dust and everything. But I ended up scrubbing things and all of that there and there, and I feel like that wasn't necessary, because I normally have days where I go all in and go like, turning this house upside down. Today was not supposed to be one of those days, but I kind of pushed it. But anyway, it's okay, because I love the fact that my home is clean. So at least it's not a huge loss. But now it's important for me to understand that there has to be a balance. So the routine that I've built is very important, right? Now, what was I able to accomplish on this day? So what I was able to accomplish is to speak to clients. I was able to fix a request the client wanted and all of that. I was able to do a couple of things, but I didn't get to a lot of them. But I had dedicated the morning for me to work on my home, to make sure that my home is clean. So now tomorrow I won't have to worry about cleaning the house and everything. I won't need to worry about that. The only thing I'll just have to make sure that I just tidy up where I need to wipe out the kitchen counters and all that, just to disinfect, because that is, hygiene is very important, and just dust there and there, but not necessarily cleaning. You get my point? So it means that the time that I lost today, I'll be able to catch up on it tomorrow. You get my point? And obviously, you also look at what's happening, your schedule. Is a client expecting something? Which I have a client who's expecting something, but I spoke to that client and we agreed that late this afternoon we're going to engage on one, two, three. So you see that you even communicate, you have a good balance with your client. That is very important. Let me go to your comments. I talk too much. I talk too much. I talk too much and forget the comments. I am looking and trying to see if exactly. You know how a mind works. A mind works in like amazing ways, because when you say something, the thoughts already go and they want to see if sis is wearing a bra or what. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I mean, even myself, when I'm talking, as I was talking to you guys, I for a second, you might have not noticed it, I kind of looked in the screen just to check if I'm showing, if I'm wearing or I'm not wearing one. Can you guess if I'm wearing a bra or not? Who can guess? Creating a conducive environment for work at home is crucial. Yes, ma'am. Home clutter can hinder work and progress. Exactly. Because often we will be like, I mean, I need to do like house chores and everything. But the truth is, if you're not going to discipline yourself, house chores, and like, you can never finish doing house chores. Yesterday, I spent almost the whole day doing ironing, putting like dirty laundry in the machine, ironing at the same time. I spent almost the whole day being busy doing that. So imagine if you have to set a day or not be disciplined. You have to iron, you have to clean, you have to cook, and all of those things. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So if you are not disciplined, it's really a problem, because it affects the business. It affects the growth. It affects, even if you're working for someone or a company, it affects your turnaround time with whatever that's required from you. So let's be very careful about that. So yeah, good point. Good point. Ladila, hey girl, welcome. I don't understand how people work in bed, girl. I tried a few times, and at the end of the day, I look back and I realized that my day wasn't productive. You see, that's another thing. That's basically the whole point about it, because it's like, and like, you're not being serious or just being distracted. Distraction is a thief of time, of your time. Because if you're distracted or you're just staying in bed, because you're relaxing and time is moving, and because you're so comfortable, you're not even paying attention to, like, hey, you know what, I need to get this done, as in hours or 2 hours time and whatnot. So it's really not great. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to say I don't have those days, but during the week I do not. During the week, no. During the week I don't. I mean, I personally do, like, my company operates from Monday to Saturday. And Saturday, obviously, until the afternoon, which is around 3 o'clock and all of that. But most of the time, you find that on Saturday, it's not that busy. So I can just get away with lying in bed for a while just to relax. Because sometimes if it's weekend, you want to allow your body to wake itself up, not you waking up. So I would just be there and do something. But if it's something that needs me to just really focus, I'll move away from that. Which again, it's something that we can touch on, to say it's very important to try it's hard for me, guys. It's so hard. I work on weekends. It's so hard for me um, to avoid it sometimes because it gets so overwhelming. Sometimes I need to get things done. And as someone who runs their own business, we keep obviously making sure that we keep getting more in terms of work done, in terms of getting clients, productivity, and all of that, more business and all of that. So when something needs to be done, I feel like I want to push so that next week I look, okay, what's next? What can I bring into the business? I think it's the nature of the business that I'm in as a creative, but at the same time, I do not limit myself when it comes to resting. I don't limit myself. I don't do it at all. Like I make sure that I rest enough and I obviously make time at home with my family. I don't, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but I have to strike that balance. It's important to strike that balance and all of that. When something is urgent, then unfortunately I have to compromise somewhere. But the truth is, there has to be a good balance. So what we're talking about is not just good work balance as to how you need to have your mindset in terms of working from home and being disciplined and all that, but it's also being disciplined to understanding that you have a home, you have a family, you have things that needs to be done, so you have to make sure that you balance. But without digressing, we are mainly on, being productive, the things that you have to do on a daily basis from Monday to Friday for you to get work done, for you to see yourself progress and do something good with your life. Because at the end of the day, whatever that we're doing, we want it to be productive. We want it to pay off. Whether you're working for the company, whether you're working for yourself, you want results, and results are what are pushed, or you're going to get results based on the effort that you put in. So if you're going to lose out on time and lose out on business, unfortunately you're not going to be able to win. And I can share a little bit of my experience, especially when I think 2021 was 1 year, or actually not just 2021. I think mid last year to now, I think I've dedicated a lot when it comes to YouTube, creating content, and all of that. And I had to strike a balance between, actually, not strike a balance, but yeah, to strike a balance to be able to do my business and do videos, because I have videos that go out every week. There's a video like without fail, comment if you feel like I'm lying right now. Without fail, there has to be a video from me that comes out in a week. And my wish at some point was for that I can do the videos each and every day, have videos daily, but it was impossible because creating a video, editing it is a lot. It takes so much from you. So it's a lot. So I really had to find a way. That's why, even to this date, when you look at my channel art, it says that, a video every week. I don't want to say 5 videos, 2 videos, 3 videos, because it might mislead you and you're like, okay, Tavi said she's going to post 5 videos. What happened? So at least now the live stream has gave me a little bit of a breather for me to accomplish what I wanted in terms of having content going out almost every day. Like, so the live stream is somehow helping out because I don't have to worry about editing. So the StreamYard that I'm using right now, the quality is not that bad, and I'm able to, because I'm one who likes, you know, all those things that you see here, like words popping and all of that. And the fact that it was allowing me to do this, I was like, okay, good shot. So if I've got a few of this logo there, subscribe there. I mean, huh? Make today count. And our topic, I'm okay. And that is nice. That is fine. And then we move. When I save this, it's perfect. I don't need to edit anything. So it's all good. So it saves me time. So those are things also that you have to take note of in terms of your schedules or the things that needs to be done in your life. Because I mean, I know for a fact that there's someone out there who is similar to Tabby, who started working for someone. You're probably in that situation. You're working for a company, but you have your own business on the side. You've got something that you're doing. So it's always important to work smart. And working smart, you find tools that are able to make life easier for you. So I feel like, in all honesty, StreamYard has made life easy for me, and I could have easily used the normal live stream of YouTube, where that doesn't have anything showing and everything, but I'm a visual person. I love seeing things happen on screen. I'm like that. And it represents my brand identity as well. It's part of my brand, and it's me also putting my like that brand and awareness type of thing. You get to know that when you land into Tabi's platform, you can expect certain things. And of course, when we think about the other videos that I would upload, there's editing there. I also always, unless of course I feel like I don't need to put things that would pop up and all of that. But I have made sure that I work smart in terms of getting tools that will make life easy for me. I mean, can I also make an example with Canva? Canva as a platform, now I'm talking about creativity, creative things. I'm now going to work. I'm now going to work. I'm taking myself to work. So I use Canva more than Photoshop. My specialty is Photoshop, Illustrator, and all of that, right? So I have what? I have experience. I'm a senior, guys. I'm a senior when it comes to the web and graphic design. So my work speaks for itself, if I have to say so myself. And there is so much that I can do. And even certain things that are not happening on Canva, I believe that I'm capable of certain things, of doing a lot. But there's so much advantage with Canva, because Canva, it's quicker to design something. It's quicker to make something, to get a design out and everything. So unless of course the request or my client needs something that is of a specific format type of thing, I can be limited in that regard. But when I see an opportunity to really be able to manage my time better and to reduce in a lot of things, then I take advantage of that. So take advantage of any tools that will help your work to become easy. That is something that I wish you could take note of, for you to have that good balance. Sometimes working hard is not always the best thing. You can work smart. I mean, if I had to design something on Photoshop that will take me an hour and a half, and I can quickly do it on Canva and it takes me less than an hour or just half an hour, then why not? Why not? So that's basically my point. I mean, if I had recorded this video, it means that I was gonna need to edit it, which means it's time. But anyway, we are not on that. I was just making an example. Walk with or hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Laquita, Laquita, Laquita. All right, a good day. The live stream is the easy button for sure. Yeah, easy way to get in a video without all the editing. Trust me, this is like the best thing ever. Like, I don't want to lie. Mm, that last sip was nice. I wouldn't trade this for anything. And I mean, it's just worth it. Like I started streaming using StreamYard, and I was on the free package. And after that, I had to upgrade. And I was like, do I even have the money to upgrade? Do I need to invest in this? And I was like, I will make sure that I make a plan so that I'm able to actually have this plan. And it's working perfectly for me. It makes life easy. I mean, like life is so easy with it. And if you are out there, you want something, or you feel like you get so fatigued by what I mean, there's you're burning out from creating videos, having to edit and all that. Consider live stream. And something, guys, about live stream, I mean, what do you call that? StreamYard, is that you can even record a video on StreamYard and download it and upload it. You can do that if maybe you don't want to edit. You can have this happening, showing like that. You record, and after it's recorded, you can download it and now post it. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Because you don't need to edit. Because obviously, when you want to put something across, or maybe you want to showcase something, it will showcase. You can still showcase. It becomes easy. You have everything popping on the screen. You save it, you put it, you're done. Like, let's work smart and use things that are easy for us, you know? Let's do that. I try using tools that are online so I can edit mobile if necessary to save time. Canva, StreamYard, G Suite. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I got my girl doing the same thing. And I'm advising you, if you're not considering doing or getting tools in whatever field that you're in, tools that will help you to just work easier and have more time in your hands. If you're not going to do that, I don't know. So that is a plug. That is a free plug that we're giving y'all. It's a free plug that use things that will make life easy. That will make life easy. So yeah, that is the point right there. All right. So what is the next point? Um, taking breaks. How often do you take breaks when you work from home? I'm a victim of being that one person who will always be on screen and forget to take breaks. And it's important to take breaks because your body needs to be recharged, your body needs to have a bit of time. You need to shift away from work, and for you to, especially if your work requires you to think, to come up with ideas and everything, it's always good to refresh. And refreshing can mean, I don't like TV, like, especially during the day. Like, there's certain shows that I watch on TV, but I love documentaries more. But documentaries on Netflix, like, so they take long, like they're normally long. So those are things that I would watch weekends and all that. I love movies as well, but I can't say I'm gonna take a break and go watch a movie, because if you're gonna take a break and say I'm gonna watch a movie, and that movie is gonna go on for like an hour and a half, are you gonna take an hour and a half lunch break? Is that what you're saying? You get my point. So it's very important to also know that when you take a break to go eat, to eat. I mean, raise your hand if you eat like sitting in your desk. I mean, I used to do that when I was even working in a corporate. I used to eat in my desk sometimes, and it's not really recommended. It's not actually great. Sometimes get up, do something, and yeah, eat somewhere, or just, I mean, right now I have an office chair, and I'm planning to get the chair that I'm sitting in right now. Ish, you guys want to see? I'm gonna show you guys a lot. You see, that's my office chair, and the chair that I'm sitting on right now, it's my chair from my living room, and I feel like I want it a petite chair. Yeah, my mic is here in case you're wondering what this is. This is my mic. I didn't want to disturb. There's a lot going on here. It's like that and the earrings, so it was not going to work. So it's there. It's fine here. So I want like a smaller, petite chair that I can get that will really be, yeah, good now. That will just be in the office. So if I feel like I want to take a break from the office chair, just to sit on the side a little bit, So I want something like that if I don't want to go in the lounge and relax. So really build a good working balance for yourself and discipline yourself and avoid distraction. The truth is, your mind works, and there'll always be some kind of distractions coming and all of that. But my advice to you is that always limit yourself, limit those distractions. If you are on social media, guys, social media is bad and good at the same time. Social media is good and bad at the same time. If you are not going to be controllable, or if you're not going to discipline yourself when it comes to social media, trust me, it's going to be a problem. Yesterday I was talking with my husband and he's like, you know what, TikTok is addictive. I'm like, it is very addictive. And this morning, just as he was leaving for work, I saw myself on TikTok. And I was scrolling and I saw one or two videos, and I was like, I was saying to him, I'm like, you know what? I should just get out of this app immediately, because if I want to start my day right, I better not. I better not. So that is very important. That is very important. But something that I've noticed, guys, is that, well, TikTok is, and lately I've been talking about TikTok, it's because I'm also seeing a good opportunity on TikTok in terms of growing your audience. TikTok is another advantage because the more you create content, you easily get people to see your content. There's a lot of people on TikTok, that can relate to your content. So I happen to be posting a few motivational stuff because I'm moving away from just posting random stuff that don't mean anything. So I'm aligning my content the right way, and it's really great because I see people engaging, and I also do a call to action after maybe that video to say, hey, check out my YouTube channel. So it's serving as an advantage, but I am very disciplined. I don't just go in, and I don't go on TikTok every day. No, not at all. And now I've even decided that I would rather record videos and then upload them, because if I just record on TikTok, it's a lot, because after that I'm going to be scrolling anyway. We're not on about TikTok. Let's get to the comments. Work with, or I'm here for it. Stop it, I like it. Yeah, I'm collecting my notes. Thanks for the generosity. It's only a pleasure. It's only a pleasure. Thank you so much. I honestly appreciate the fact that what I'm saying, you're benefiting something from it, and the fact that you're taking notes, it makes me happy. It's an indication that the conversation that we're having, we are not wasting time, but instead we are somehow fixing a part of us that needs to improve, which I love that. I mean, if you are empowered, I know that tomorrow transformation is going to come. That's why Real Talk with Ntab is all about empowerment and transformation. Got that? I like it. Hey, Sizzle, so I lost connection. Now I'm back. I'm so sorry, honey. But you didn't miss much. You are just in time for the best part. So you didn't miss much. So thank you for coming back. And I'm sorry about the connection. But you know what? This connection is one of those things that we can't control. Lately I haven't even been losing connection. I'm so glad. I feel like, yeah, no, the internet in our area these days is behaving. I know I had days where it's like, I am gonna allow you to go live, the whole life, and I'm not gonna interrupt you, but yeah, let's not talk about it. It might just do that. I take a breaks by moving away from the workspace a little and try adding the movement to break away from the work. I love that. Left Instagram because I it was addictive. Mm. Yeah, hey? Wow, okay. Awesome, awesome. You've raised a very important point. So, two points that you've mentioned. Taking those breaks to move away from the work environment. That is very important when it comes to you getting back or recharging yourself to get back to work mode. So that is very, very important and it's needed. And the part of Instagram, I'm so sorry that it was that addictive. Phew, yeah. I guess it gets to that point if maybe you realize that it's just too much. And as for me, or what I can say, and this is an advice that I want to give you as a content creator, as someone who does, you create content, you've got a lot. I want to advise you to not leave it completely, but try to find the best way that could work, that could help you not to be so addictive to just maybe the scrolling. And guys, if you haven't watched the video about the scrolling, please make sure that you check it out. I will make sure that I link it at the end of this video. The scrolling can be very, like, it can be a problem. So I would rather say, because I mean, I'm speaking from a person on the creative space, and I believe that as much as you are on YouTube, you want to grow your audience on other platforms. Unless, of course, you feel like it's not it's not necessary. But I feel like for you to grow and engage with your audience more, you can consider to put out, I mean, to have like a schedule. If maybe you decide to post in like a day or two, just once in a week or twice, something like that, and you have great content, I think of your treats. I feel like you can even do like short videos to raise awareness, put pictures of the food that you did, that you're doing, put comments, have hashtags so that you can build engagements. Do that, but don't move away from it. Just maybe go in to post, and after posting, maybe check the people that you follow, check a few things, like or comment on a few things, but don't dwell into it. Remember that engagement, it's a two-way street. If you are following other people, they're following you, they're engaging with your content, but you're not responding and all of that, it might be like, oh, okay, we're busy, somehow commenting here, checking their content out, but there's no response and all of those things. So you might want to balance it out. And I think it's very important. And this is an advice to everyone to say, if you want to build an audience, if you are on certain platforms, consider making sure that you have a good schedule going on and discipline yourself. Or if possible, delegate. Delegate, get someone to post that. It might be a little bit of a challenge because it means that you might need to hire someone or pay someone for that. But if you feel like you have the capacity to do that, do that. But if not, get find a way, get someone in your family, a cousin, a brother or sister. I don't want to talk about your kids because it might maybe be a distraction to them at this moment. So yeah, do that. Just do that. Just don't move away from it completely. That was a long comment. Not a long comment, but a long explanation. Um, Laquita and Habi, greetings to you. Glad your connection is back. I'm also glad. I'm so glad. And nice to see you were in this productive street. Yes. I'm still trying to figure out my way around social media. I really suck at IG and Facebook. This is a conversation that we need to have, guys. There's so much opportunities on social media, and we need to somehow get a hang of it. And if it means you need to get tips around social media, then do it. Then do it. I mean, you're just making me think. Then it means that I'll need to do a video for you guys as to how you can, consider social media and how you can navigate through it. And whether you're an introvert, extrovert, whether you are very, what, I don't know what words to use, but if you feel like you don't like posting and all of that, you can honestly have a routine of things because it will be all about you posting and all that. And we should also remember that this has a huge advantages in terms of the search, in terms of being found by other people from different platforms and all of that. Well, the truth is there is this saying which I do agree with to say you might not excel on all platforms, so you might need to choose one or two that work best for you. But in a digital point of view, I feel like you guys don't need to limit yourself. And what I mean by this, don't limit you creating content on other platforms. Don't limit yourself in terms of engaging or building an audience on other platforms. And a space like YouTube, in all honesty, um, on Instagram, there are people on Instagram. On Facebook, there are people on Facebook that can relate to your content. Instagram, the same thing. I'll speak about those two specific platforms more because that is where a lot of people are, right? And I'll even give you a testimony or make an example with my channel to say I normally when I go to my analytics, Google Analytics, the traffic that comes to my channel, it's mainly from Facebook. So meaning I would normally share my videos on Facebook. Though that video that I shared wouldn't get so many likes, but when I go to the analytics, it shows me that the traffic that came to your website was from Facebook. So that says a lot about the engagement and how people get to look for you or check your content and all of that. So don't limit yourself. Learn as much as you can. Learning is very important. Getting out of the comfort zone is very important because you have to adapt to how things are happening, and you don't have to limit yourself to say, I know, I don't think I can do better there, and all of that. If you feel that's the way, you can get a social media specialist. I mean, I do social media marketing for some of my clients, and I have different packages around it. So there are moments where I would, build a structure, a basic structure for a client to say, this are your social media platforms, and then maybe create a content for them for a week. And then after that, I'm like, this is a structure that I'm giving you, this is an idea, run with it and start doing it yourself, and you use this method that I'm giving you, and it helps. It helps because you find that you've got clients that don't have the capacity to really make you or to really what pay or afford to pay you like monthly to say run my social media and everything, but you can make it a once-off thing where you get to have a basic plan, a structure, and you just use this structure, you run with it all the time. Again, I explained for a very long time. I do still have my Instagram. Yes, I saw it, and I have someone managing it. Okay, okay, managing why I'm supposed to be getting my children to post regularly. Well, um, okay, all right, I hear you. Well, I'm supposed to be getting my children to post regularly. So, I get you. I get you, and I agree, partially agree. Remember why what I mentioned. I said I don't want to put your children, because maybe it might feel like it might disturb them when it comes to school things and all of that. Or unless, of course, you guys have a good agreement and to say, guys, and I think there's a great part of it and not so great part of it, depending on how they are and how responsible they are when it comes to social media and all of that. Because I think what you can do is that, guys, so obviously they're part of the team, you can tell them that maybe weekends, not during the week when they're busy with their schoolwork, whatever, weekends, the content that we've been doing during the week, whatever, we now get it out to our social media, and all of that. So they can post throughout the weekend and all of that. They can do that. And you can give them rules to say, this is for posting. You're not supposed to just, go in, and they can obviously, you know what, the truth is the kids right now, they're exposed to social media. But the most important thing is to know the limits and all of those things, which I believe that, as parents, you probably instilled that and gave them guidelines. So I think I would like to believe that part is sorted, which, if that's the case, it's super great. So now, with the part of them doing that, you build that schedule for them and all of that, and it makes things easy. Because, like I said, especially with Instagram, you can even use one platform that will link across. Like, let's say Facebook and Instagram. You can post on Instagram and it shares to Facebook. So meaning you can kill two birds with one stone. Same post going into, two platforms, and then you're done. You don't have to be going there and there, but you still continue to build engagement. So yeah, that's that. So yeah. And yeah, I think we are good. We are good. We are good. So that's basically that, guys. I think last, or just for us to recap on this topic, good work balance from home. Um, let's be realistic and really understand that at the end of it all, we are building businesses, we are building brands. At the end of the day, you have a responsibility. You're working for someone, a company, or whatever. You need to be responsible. You need to get work done. And for you to work done is to build that strong routine that will help you to be productive. Make sure that your space is clean, is tidy, and make sure that you are also in a good mental space, in the physical space, like you are okay. You're not in your gowns and whatnot. Winter on our side, I think maybe on other countries, is about to get to be summer or something like that. But winter is coming on our side, so chances are a person would feel like, I want to be on my gown for the whole day, or blanket and all of that. I mean, I have a mini blanket. Like, if it gets a bit chilly and I'm sitting on my laptop, I can just wrap it up around my feet, or just put it here, because I've got, my back gets so cold. So I can do that. You can have that kind of blanket, but not a blanket that says go to sleep. No, not that kind of one. So you can get a nice, track pants, warm track pants that will just be okay for you to just chill. And yeah, take yourself serious, take your work serious, and fight for what you believe in, and that is reaching the goal that you want in your business. I mean, I won't even, what look left or right or just hesitate on this one. Guys, we need money. We wake up every day because we need to make money in our businesses. We need to grow, and growth in the business, it means that you are getting money. So right about now, I feel like by the end of this week, I should have made money in my business. That's where I am right now. That's where I am. So the fact that the week is starting, I'm already having that mindset that by the end of this week, there has to be money in my account. I can't say how much, but depending on the amount of work that I put, it will determine how much I can make. So, is there anything that is stopping me? No, nothing is stopping me. Is there anything that is stopping you? Nothing is stopping you. Whether you're working for a company, give it your all. Whether you have your side hustle, give it your all. Give it your all. It's very important. So, just because you work from home, doesn't mean that you have to be too comfortable. When you're too comfortable, unfortunately, not only are you killing yourself, not only are you killing your brand, but you are actually delaying your progress. This thing of standing up, going, passing by the kitchen, and the next thing you just want to open your fridge and eat whatever that's in the fridge, or you feel like you need to take out the meat, fry stuff, and whatnot. No, honey, doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So, no, have the discipline. Make sure that you do things right. Okay, we have a comment. The comment came just in time after making the statement. I think I need water. Mm, great advice, because we had a friend advising us to do the same thing with the kids. Set expectations with limitation. So it's not too much. She was showing me how to schedule also. Exactly, because actually, great point, because I forgot to mention that scheduling post is very effective, because imagine weekends, like on a Saturday, you and your daughters sit for like an hour or two, and then you schedule content for even the whole week. How nice is that? For the whole week. That is super amazing. I think, the scheduling would work even better, because none of y'all will need to even go into this the social media platform at all. Once it's scheduled somewhere, it will run on its own, and then you carry on with your business. And I think that is also the point, that it brings in that point that we mentioned earlier, the point of working smart. Because if you can do that, it means that you don't have to worry about what's happening next week on social media. You have posts that are there already and all of that. You can just go in and check if maybe people are commenting or asking questions, you know, or just commenting, just so that you can build that engagement, and then that's it. So yeah, I love that. So there you go. That's the solution for you. All right, that's the solution for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lovely hour and 8 minutes. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I appreciate your time, and it means so much. And the engagements that you're building here are very, very, very useful, and they are fruitful to not just myself, but anyone who joins this live. So thank you so much. I hope that you liked this video. If you haven't, please like it. I'm going to wrap it up here. I think there's so much that we can touch on, but I think the points that I mentioned are actually great, or they will be able to somehow help you in terms of being a little bit more productive, have a good balance when you work from home. And remember the goal, remember the initial goal, remember why you started, remember where you want to go. I think those are things that will get you out of your comfort zone and make you kickstart what needs to be done. All right. So yeah, we all about being positive. We all about wanting the best. So for you to want the best, it means that you must be willing to do something about it. Do something about it. Wake up. Get up from that bed. Stop sitting in the pajamas the whole day. Stop sitting and not even bathing and just working coffee after coffee, clean up, being, be good, bath a bed, put that cologne, put that perfume, smell good, look good. And looking good doesn't mean, hey, put all your makeups and whatnot. Be comfortable, be, just, just be okay. Just be presentable for yourself and for the work that you're doing. Just because we are not seeing you behind the camera, just because you are in that office alone, doesn't mean you have to look, even your office space. Clean up a bit, freshen up a bit. Make sure that there's ventilation. Open those windows. Get some fresh air in. Make sure that everything is to do, to die to do. Okay. Hmm. On that note, I think we're done. I think we're done. Have a productive day, everyone. Thank you so much, Laquita. Have a productive day to you too. Thank you so much. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys on the next video or live. All right. Bye.